Greetings, YouTube. As I've said before, I'm a strong proponent of the First Amendment rights. I firmly believe in free speech. And I believe that the courts have pretty much said that all speech is equal, with rare exception, the yelling fire at a theater, for example. But just because you have the right to exercise free speech doesn't mean you have the right to be listened to, or to have people find what you say to be interesting. I have absolutely no interest in sports, so if someone starts talking baseball to me, I'm not going to be all that interested. I do, however, have an interest in physics, so if someone were to start talking about M-theory, which could very well lead to the holy grail of physics, the theory of everything, then I'm going to listen. In that same vein, affects politics, social issues, things like that. Now, why do I bring this up? Because last night, Donald Trump was on the news. I know, shocker, Donald Trump had a camera pointed at him. But last night, he forgave Miss California for having risque pictures and said that she can remain the runner-up in the Miss USA pageant. I guess that's some important position in the event that the actual winner drops dead or something. And Miss California took this opportunity to stand up and in tears say how she had expressed her opinion during the pageant, and it was her First Amendment right to do so. And she's right. She is correct. It is her First Amendment right to make a statement that marriage should only be between a man and a woman. And it's my First Amendment right to then reply, "You are a bigot." Because that's what she is, a bigot. And her worldview is bigoted. I don't care who raised her. I don't care why they taught her what they taught her. If it came from her family or her church or both, she's a bigot. But I see people sometimes think that people confuse the concept of having the right of free speech to having the right to be listened to. And they're not the same thing. No one has to listen to what you say. And in fact, the more shrill you become and the more stamping and tantrum throwing you do while expressing yourself makes me much less inclined to want to listen at all. And of course, if you sound like you're insane or a bigot, I'm likely to walk away. I still think that First Amendment rights are important. I still think they should be defended, and I still will gladly lay my life down to defend your right to say whatever you wish to say. Because as I've also said before, when you make statements like that, when you show me in clear and concise language that you are in fact a bigot, it makes my life much easier, because then I can point at you, call you a bigot, and walk away. And I don't have to spend any more time in your presence. So that's useful. Unfortunately, Donald Trump and Miss California haven't run out their 15 minutes yet. Donald Trump is of the opinion that all press is good press. Doesn't matter what it's about. I'm sure he'd stand up there in front of a camera and say that eating babies is a good thing, so long as the camera stayed on him. I'm not really sure why he's considered to be still relevant. He lost numerous fortunes, rebuilt them, and then lost them again. That kind of failure, even though he may come back again, just bores the crap out of me. It means that you're unstable. You're incapable of making good decisions. Sure, you seem to be good at making money, but you don't seem to be good at keeping it. I don't have any money. I'm probably never going to have any money. My company just informed me that as of June 2nd, I'm going to have a 3-day work week until GM goes back to work, because I work in the auto industries. But I'll cut some corners. I won't eat out. I have enough books to keep me in reading material for the next decade. I've got role-playing games that will keep me occupied for the next 1,000 years. And I've got the internet. So I'm okay. Just as long as the bills get paid, everything will be alright. So I don't know. Donald Trump doesn't impress me when he makes a lot of money, then he just goes and loses it. But you know, the world seems to be interested when those cameras are pointed at him, and he talks and talks and talks, and he expresses his First Amendment rights. I just don't have to be interested.